Hello, I'm Matt Guff from House.com, and this is a 2017 Salomon Assassin Wide snowboard. It's designed for all mountain freestyle riders that are intermediate to advanced level in ability. This is a hard charging deck for anyone with size 11 feet and larger. This is a killer of a board, and that's why it's called the Assassin. It's true twin, has a centered style stance, and overall kind of a profile shape that resembles classic camber, even though it has tendencies of other profile shapes as well. In between the feet, the board is flat. Underneath each foot, the board is kind of raised up with a camber, and then from outside the insert packs to those contact points, the board is actually a rocker. Now, overall though, when you set this thing on flat ground, the center of the deck is going to be kind of like raised up, and that's what gives it the feel of a classic camber board, but the catch-free tendencies of a rocker style board because those contact points have been kind of risen up. Another cool thing that makes the board as aggressive as it is, a little bit more catch free, is the freestyle edge bevel. On this 360 wrap standard steel edge, there's a 2-degree base edge bevel that lifts up that edge so you'd be less likely to catch. The Assassin is pretty responsive. It's stiff and has a feel rating of about a 7, so a little bit stiffer than your average style deck. That's why I'd say you could definitely hard charge the whole mountain with this thing. If you ride POW, if you want to set the stance back, you can definitely do that. But for the most part, the board's going to have a lot of energy to it. It's going to be quick edge to edge, even though this one is the wide version. Inside is an Aspen Select wood core that's wrapped in a biax fiberglass, and then over the top of that, you can see through the top sheet is a bamboo kind of sheet that kind of is a full length of the board that gives it a little bit of extra pop and power to it. It's part of the ABC roll style construction, which means it has that bamboo and also has pretty much a full half layer of cork in its sidewall. So the lower section of the sidewall is actually cork. It absorbs negative vibrations. It absorbs a little bit of impact, not too much, but for the most part, it'll kind of quit the board, it'll stop the board from kind of shaking and shattering when you're going super fast on the hill. Along with that is going to be a sintered EG base. This is a very fast base, but you have to keep it moisturized throughout its lifetime. And another thing that kind of makes this board pop so well and ride so well, in my opinion, is actually the Popster Eco Booster. It's a kind of an upgrade to the regular Popster Booster. It still has the same kind of carbon style strips from the contact point. It kind of V's out from each edge, and then down the center line underneath that insert pack, down the center is going to be like another strip of carbon. But the cool thing about it is they've actually added more bamboo to the wood core in that same section. There's 2 parallel strips that kind of run like basically in between the insert packs and the rails, and the end right about there just in front of the insert pack. So there's a lot of stuff going on in both the nose and the tail of the board with the Popster Eco Booster. It's light, it's lively, and it kind of gives a little bit more pop than you normally find in a rocker style nose or tail shape, which is pretty cool. Then last thing is going to be that Equalizer Rad side cut radius, basically a side cut radius that has 3 flat zones to it. In between your feet there's a flat section, and then there's angled flat section on your nose and on your tail with a transition zone that's on the kind of one side cut radius. This is a rad board. This is the big boy version, the wide version of the Salomon Assassin for 2017. If you're a hard charger, you like popping, flying fast, and charging through basically anything, the Assassin is going to be a good board to do that in. Make sure to check it out at thehouse.com. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and remember to leave a comment or a question below.